It all depends what you want to see. Do you want to see the best players in the world playing against each other, or do you not want you want to wait 6 months for it? That's the argument. I think a lot of people say, oh, it gets boring, but I tell you what, I love watching the two best sportsmen in the world going against each other. To be honest, in other sports, you watch boxing and you see Eubank and Ben. What a fight that was! Would I want to see that 20 times? Yeah, I would, because it was a great fight. I wouldn't want to go and watch them fight against other people that weren't as good, because it wouldn't be as fun. Of course, I understand that when you're playing each other a lot, it does get tedious. But yeah, for me as a sport fan, I just personally love seeing the best go against each other. So yeah, I think the fans should enjoy it. To be honest, it's two of the best players in the world playing against each other, and hopefully, in my opinion, I hope I see him in the Premier League final as well, because I enjoy playing against them.
This current format's received quite a bit of criticism in comparison to the previous format, but from a player's perspective, do you think it helps you get the best out of your own performance because you're getting those 3 matches instead of the one?
Yeah, I mean it's a hard one to answer, because for me this is only my second year. I think, is it been going 4 or 5 years, this format? 4 or 5? So four, yeah. So it's kind of, you have to ask the people that have been doing it 4 years. They're a better person to ask, because then they might tell you, yeah, I'm getting fed up with it. For me, I'm just happy to be here, to be honest. So for me, whether it's 1 game a night, 5 games a night, I'm happy to be here, to be honest. So whatever the piece you choose in the future, I'm just happy to be a part of it.
It's big.
You said a few weeks, well, about a month ago, that you were getting a bit jaded. Do you feel revived again? Now you're getting towards the real crunch time of the Premier League.
Yeah, I just said how I felt, to be honest. I felt a little bit tired, a little bit like I was doing too much for my own self. And you learn from these experiences. Next year when I play in the Premier League, I'm going to make sure that I give myself more time, maybe miss a few more exhibitions than I usually do, miss a few more pros, all this type of stuff. You're learning every year, and there's nothing wrong with feeling a bit tired, but I've had a bit of time off now, spent a bit more time with family. Of course, I feel a little bit more rejuvenated. I look forward to coming to darts now, and you have to do that. So I think you look at the top players, they do miss more than others, because you have to.
Yeah, I know you were initially a little bit disappointed with some of the reaction, but then were you warmed by how many people rallied behind you after you spoke out about it?
Yeah, I mean, look, no good looking into the negativity, because it's no good. I know I said what I said, but sometimes it never does you any good being honest, because it always comes back to bite you in the bum. So for me, I kind of felt like, I was just being honest, and I didn't really expect a reaction from it, and everyone reacted like, you need to get a real job. But I've done that before. 6 years as a roofer, I know what it feels like to do a proper job, and this does feel harder, to be honest. But it's the travelling, it's being away from your family, but also very, very privileged to do what I do. So of course you have to take the understanding that it's not always going to be easy as you want, and it is tough. But yeah, I'm happy to accept that it is, and I'll keep doing it. The calendar gets busier every year, to be honest. So it's important that you manage it in a good way. When the calendar comes out this year for next year, I'll make sure I manage it in a good way.